Hi, this is Mike J. Welcome back to the channel. What I want to talk about here today is Corvette, the new C8 versus the Shelby GT500. I know a lot of Shelby GT500 people that have put orders in. Some of them have jumped ship and are going with a C8 Corvette. And then there are some, like Stang Mode, that are going to buy both. Well, to tell you the truth, are you really getting the Corvette at a much cheaper price versus the GT Shelby 500? It's going to be close, because if you've been pricing out Vettes, a lot of dealerships are doing markups on them. I did a video, My Selling Dealership. They have 17 allocations and they're all spoken for with a $20K markup. So official prices have came out on the C8s, and if you spec one out at $60,000, it's a plain Jane, very bland, basic looking Vette. And if you've seen pictures, the base one is very, very bland. My Vette here is a base Vette. It doesn't look all that bland compared to the Z51 for those years. But if you take a look at the new one, all the pictures we see, of course, they're going to show a Z51 top trim level model and say that it starts at $60,000. And in here, wow, you see the visual, $60K, but it's not true when you go and spec out and order the car. Interior is different, wheel sizes are different, and by the time they add the prices onto it, as far as the markup, if there's going to be one, and if you spec it out the way you really want it with a Z51 and the bits of stuff that, that's optional, and those options on these new Vettes are not cheap. I'll give you an example. My performance exhaust in my Vette is about $300 more than the Camaro, and it's basically the same thing. The pipes are different, the suitcase is different. Nevertheless, options on the Vette are going to run more than the Camaro because the car costs more and there's costs associated with a higher priced car. That's just how it goes. But if you spec out a Z51 and you add the dealer markups, if there's going to be any, it's very damn close to the price of a base Shelby GT500. You're probably within $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 at most. So therefore, a lot of YouTubers or a lot of Mustang enthusiasts that never even consider owning a Corvette, or not even a Chevrolet person, and they are jumping ship to go with a C8 Corvette. It's new, mid-engine, Ferrari level type performance, Ferrari vibes, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, for the money, it's a great deal. But then it's a new car with a new engine, new setup, a lot of new potential problems that could go with the car. It's not proven. That is why I'm not going with a C8, at least not for this time being right now, because I just don't trust it. I'm a very, loyal GM enthusiast, but I have to say that I cannot go with a car that new, that changed, it's insane. And then having to pay all this money for it. That's why I will still go with my ZL1, because it's a proven car, not much to go wrong with it, and 650 horsepower, 650 pound-foot of torque. You're not going to find that, for $60K. But anyways, those that are thinking about saving some money, jumping ship from a GT Shelby 500 to a Vette, it's going to be almost the same, to tell you the truth, if there's any markups involved. And even if there isn't, by the time you spec out that Vette, you don't want the bland one, trust me. At least with the base Shelby GT500, it still looks good. And I think that's where Chevrolet is trying to get you. Make it sound good, 60 grand, show you a $70,000, $75,000 one, and when you go and spec it out, it's not going to look like that for 60. But anyways, I would say go with your original thoughts. I mean, yeah, under 3 seconds sounds good and dandy, but at the end of the day, you know, if that's not what you originally wanted, just because, wow, you know, it's a new car, you know, you're spending a lot of money, so be happy with what you're getting. But if your original plan is to go with a Mustang Shelby GT500, go with it. You know, don't jump ship for a Vette just because it's a cheaper car, because I don't think it's going to be a cheaper car. These two cars, the C8, Shelby GT500, are probably right there neck to neck in price if you want one of these cars. But anyways, Stamo says he's going to get one of each. You know, great, you know. Maybe he can tell us which is going to be the better car. But anyways, go with your original thoughts of what you wanted to get and stick with it. I mean, don't jump ship for a product that's so new, you know, and not be happy possibly because of potential problems. But like I said, I love the new C8s. I love my C7. But I've always had a heart for a ZL1 Camaro. What I should have done was not have bought this Vette and bought a ZL1. But I just couldn't see having two Camaros. So if I went and traded my Camaro in and bought another Corvette, two Vettes is just a little too much. You can't daily drive it, and you don't really want to daily drive it. Trust me, I live in Phoenix, and I can't pull out my driveway without scraping the front end if I'm going too fast. But anyways, this is my thought that the prices, when you add it all up, it's going to be just pretty much up there with a Shelby base price. But anyways, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, comment. Tap the notification bell for future videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.